all the sale items for this week. This week in our November clearance sale, we will be clearancing out all the single issues in the shop. If you watched yesterday's video, I said we did not have a huge day, but hopefully this day would be better. And we did have a much better day for single issues. I had specific customers who love back issues come in and buy chunks. If you look on Instagram, I took one picture of a guy who took about 50 books. I had others take over 100, but there are still hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of single issue comics discounted and on sale. And here's the real problem. There is absolutely no way that I can do a video like I did last week. I cannot just go along the shelves showing the spines of every single thing, because that's not how single issues work. So what we're going to do, hey Mark, what we're going to do is, especially because my wife has asked me to do this as fast as possible, the store is closed for the day. This is usually my early day to go home. I don't want to be here too late. What we're going to do is we're going to look at all the comics that are, you're not in Berlin anymore. Are you back home, Mark? Because then it's pretty late. It's pretty late if you're in Germany too. Anyway, you're distracting me, Mark. I'm going to show off all the stuff that's face out while showing some sections that are a little bit more crowded, and we will look at the crowded sections a little bit more at the end if there's time, depending on how much time I'll give the sections. On that note, if you want anything you see in this video from now, November 11th, till November 15th, right, 15th? Monday the 12th, Tuesday the 13th, 14th. Yeah, 15th. You must send us an email by the evening of the 14th. We want an email sent to escapepodcomics@gmail.com saying, I would like these issues that I saw on the sale. We'll invoice you at the email you send it to us. You pay that invoice, we ship it on out to you. That's all you got to do. Email escapepodcomics@gmail.com. Anything you see here. Let's start looking at the comics, and I will remind you of that as we go on. We've got our little 25% off section that we started with. These are hot ticket items. The second printing of the awesome Doom comic by Sanford Greene and Jonathan Hickman. The all-in special that DC did to launch their Absolute Universe. Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman. We do not have any Absolute Batman. Those are all 25% off. As I said, you just need to contact escapepodcomics@gmail if you want any of these. Everything in this case is 25% off. We've got The Strange Adventure, the first Deadman story ever, minus the first issue, which we've sold. We've got Kamala Khan's first appearance, second printing cover. We've got the Stan Lee celebration that was only given on a specific event Marvel did to honor him when he passed away. Witching Hour, number 13, famous Neil Adams cover. Amazing Spider-Man 4 variant cover, first appearance of Silk. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. That's the first time the Sinister Six teams up. That's a $1,200 comic, but it is 25% off. And Invincible number 1, which we have priced at $700, but like I said, 25% off. Young Avengers, first appearance of Wiccan, Hulkling, Sentinel, and many other characters. Wonder Woman 165. The Hip Hop Family Tree that comes with the Flexi Disc. Big numbers. All of these books, 25% off their price. The big discounts are 75% off. We have two 75% off sections. There is Absolute Vodka. They should have used that for some ads. Anyway, this is all standalone stories. This is one of those racks, like I said, we are going to try and look at in a minute. I've got all of the Twisted Romance books here, by the way. All of these are their original cover price, and they are 75% off that original cover price. Loads of Star Trek. I know, I know, Joe. The deals are too good. It's overwhelming. Loads of great DC 90s stuff here. Showcase books, Showcase 93, 96, 95, Mystery Space. All of these, 75% off. Like I said, if we have time, we'll go through all of them so you can see the beautiful stacks. But I do not think we're going to have time tonight. If there's a reason or a thing that you think that would be here based on what you're seeing, you can add it to your email. Remember, if you want any of these books, it's escapepodcomics@gmail.com. Say, I want from the 75% off one and done rack. I want from the new number 1 rack, etc., etc. All of these 75. There's a great issue right there. 75% off. Absurd. A lot of these are like $3 comics, which means you're paying less than $1. I had a guy who was about to buy a bunch of these who has trading credit and go, can I just use the trading credit? And I looked at the book and it was going to be 65 cents. And I'm like, okay, yeah, absolutely. There we go. 75% off those guys. 75% off. It's pretty amazing, right? Okay. Next, let's deal the other 75% off section while we're here. 75% off. The latest Resident Evil, the latest Grendel, Domain. I think I've only got issues 1 and 2 here. The new Amory Wars 1 through 4. The Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime comic that came out a while ago. I have way too many copies of this. Avengers Annual. Free Agents 1 and 2, Nouns 1 and 2, the new Torpedo 1972, I think of the first 3 issues, the new Ultra Mega. Okay, this just came out, issue 6 and issue 5. Batman, The Long Halloween #1, Helen of Windhorn, number 5, I think, and number 4, 5, 3, and 1. 75% off. Distillery's Gone. The Pedestrian, 1, 2, and 3. Cursed Library, Omega, Alpha, Archie Judgment Day, all of them 75% off. Hunger in Dusk, Book 2, 2, and 1. And then most of the issues of Hunger in the Dusk from the first series, 75% off. Uncanny Valley #1, I think, and #2. Yeah. Uncanny Valley 1, 2, and 3, 75% off. Damon Connolly's new book, Damaged People, just came out. Like I said, 70% off down here. This whole rack, all the Venom War comics, every issue of Destro that we have, including the one that came out just 2 weeks ago. 5, 4, 2, 1. And then after Destro, we got Scarlet 2 and Duke #1. All of them 75% off. Carnage 1 and 2, Scarlet Witch 1 and 2, Labyrinth, the new Labyrinth adaptation 1 and 2, and so many X-Men. X-Force 3, X-Force 2, no #1s. I think we have Phoenix, NYX, Phoenix #3, NYX #3, X Factor #1. All of these are 75% off. Exceptional X-Men #1, Uncanny X-Men 3, Uncanny X-Men 2, X-Men #6, X-Men #3, X-Men #2, X-Men #3 again. Oh boy, this got messed up. We did have a sale. Exceptional X-Men #1, lots of those. 75% off this whole section. 75% off. You just email us a list. You can be making a list while you watch the show. Now we get to 50% off. 50% off includes books that came out last week. Half price. That's Jamie McKelvey's new series over at Distillery, One for Sorrow. The new issue of Cruel Universe. All of my adventures with Superman, 1 through 6. We've got every issue. Half price. We've got The Crying Boy. 1, 2, and 3, half price. Spider Society, 4, 3, and 2. Some recent issues of Saga, though not the 2 most recent issues. Last week's Ultimate X-Men. 2 weeks ago's Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimates #6, and then Ultimate Black Panther 9. Going back here. Anything you see here is half price. That's Ultimate Spider-Man #3. Impossible to find issues. Look at this Del Mundo cover. Half price. Poison Ivy 27, Feral Trees, and 26. This is the new all-in run for Poison Ivy. The 2 Shazam all-in issues, 16 and 17. Spider-Man Homeroom Heroes. These are Spider-Man as a teenager, a little bit geared younger comics, also half price. Captain America 14, Conquest 2099, Creepshow, Goon, Gru, Hellblazer, Marvel Zombies, Minor Arcana, Moon is Following Us, Moon Man, Power Fantasy, Precious Metal, Predator vs. Black Panther, Violator, Wolverine's Revenge 3. I don't think I have a 2, just 3. All of them, 50% off. Now, here's where it gets crazy. All of this is 50% off. We got Action 1074, and then we switch all the way down to Action 1070, the new all-in. Nightwing's new storyline starts at 119. Nightwing's last storyline ends at 118. All half price. Green Lantern Civil War Special. Wonder Woman 14, Titans 16, Superman 19, Batman and Robin 14, all part of DC's all-in launch, all half price. Batgirl #1, I think all we've got left is, this Artgerm cover. half price. The Fade #1 by the great Maria Costa, half price. New DuckTales based on the 90s show, half price. The hot book from last week, FML by the great Kelly Sue DeConnick and the wonderful David Lopez. We got the Emma Rios cover and the original, 1 copy each left, half off. Kahuri Reshaper of Worlds, Maria Wolf cover, half off. My Little Pony reimagines the classics of the Odyssey. This is My Little Pony doing the Odyssey, and it is half price. That means instead of paying $8, you're going to pay $4 for this chunky comic. Negasonic Teenage Warhead gets her own series, half price. All of these books, 50% off. As I've been saying, just contact escapepodcomics@gmail.com with a list, and we'll get them to you. Here's some more 50% off stuff. I'm not going to name all of this, but some of them we do have multiples. Edge of Spider-Verse issues. All of these are half price. Some first appearances in these. There's some great comics here. Half price. Star Wars. The Darth Maul Black White. The new Star Wars that just started post post Jedi. All half price. Phases of the Moon Knight. Night Club 1 and 2. Multiverses 1 and 2. And then it's all just #1s and one-shots. All half price. All of our distillery stuff, half price. This book has its #2 coming out real soon. All of these are half their cover price. Second issue of that comes out this week. Second issue of that comes out this week. That has already had a second printing. That's already had a second printing. This I haven't heard a second printing of, but it was really fun. Usagi Yojimbo Power Rangers one-shot. All of these are half price. So please drop us a line, an email, escapepodcomics@gmail.com. Any of the books you see, we are trying to clear as much. This is actually Avengers Assemble, right? Yeah, this is Avengers Assemble, Marvel, Art of Marvel Studios cover. We are trying to clear as much space as possible in the shop. So please, anything you see here, anything you're interested in at half price, please just drop us a line and let us know. These books, they lost their sticker. Someone shook them too hard. These are also half price. These are great reprints. They reprint Transformer #1, Thor and the Mighty Avengers, Batman and Robin, Showcase presents Green Lantern, Green Arrow, House of Secrets, Veronica 19, cross-gen. Now we have all the Marvel Tales, all these different Marvel Tales collections, Ms. Marvel and Venom. All of these half price. Many of these books are way out of print at this point. We did a kids section clearance already, so I don't want to go too crazy. The kids section was all 35% off. Now it's only 25% off. But I think there's some really good stuff in here. There's some great Star Wars comics. Power Rangers, Archie, lots of Disney stuff. All of this is 25% off. These Marvel actions that IDW did are way out of print. And you can get them here at half their cover price. Now, here's what I was talking about, how we're not going to get to look at everything. All these boxes are usually $12 for $10. During the sale, they're $17 for $10. I am not looking through these boxes and showing you every single comic in every single box for the next 5 hours. Like, it's just not going to happen. I'll lose my mind. You'll lose your mind. This will be the longest stream we ever did, so it's not happening. But if you know of comics from the late 80s and 90s that is possible or very common, that are easy to find anywhere, you can ask us. The problem is I've already got a couple of lists like that. I can't recommend asking me and expecting too much of an answer. But if you see something here that you go, oh, if they have that, there's a good chance they have Y, and you want to ask along with your email of 50% off stuff, I'll do it. But keep in mind that these books are only discounted 17 for 10. So if you don't order 17, if I don't put together 17 of them for you, you're going to be kind of in trouble. Mighty Avengers, Secret Invasion, Mighty Magnor, Mighty Mites, New Mutants, New Superman, Warriors, Nexus, lots of Nexus. No Mercy, Nolan Ryan, Nomad, Shoot First, Starman, the Funky Starman. Great stuff. United States of Murder, Unity. Oh, yep, I got to start wrapping up. But all these boxes are 17 for 10, tons of comics to go through. All right, we got one more place to look, and it's tons of stuff. So I don't think we're going to get, my wife is obviously fed up, but all of our sets are buy one, get one free. All of our different sets. That's the full Martian Manhunter run from a few years ago, Captain America specials, Green Lantern, Hawkeye, Starfire series. All of these sets, buy one, get one free. These are just the superhero sets. Best thing you can do for yourself if you do not live locally. Again, you can email us your list, escapepodcomics@gmail.com, and we will try to put these together for you. But if you know someone who lives on Long Island, if you know someone who lives in New York who can make it out here this week, I suggest you get them out here. I suggest you have them look for you, because I will not have the time to look through all these lists and all these things that people send us. But there's great stuff here. That's just the superhero sets. We've got loads of great sets that are non-superhero. Just amazing stuff that you can get by emailing us at Escape Pod Comics, one of my favorite series of all time. That you can get emailing us at escapepodcomics@gmail.com. Last but not least, half price variants. All the variants in this box are half price. Again, something that will be much easier for you to do in store than reaching out to us. All the priced books, $2 to $5 books, 25% off. And all the recent back issues from the last 2 years, including this box, is just filled with really recent stuff, $1. Absolute Origins 1 and 2, Batman 153, Feral, Batman Otherworld, Starhenge, Millennials. All the books in here, $1. All the books in all these boxes are $1. Truly tremendous stuff, but we've just run out of space. I really hope you can get someone out here. You can get a person who knows their comics and knows what you're looking for to come out here, because there is great stuff in here at $1. I just don't have time to show it all off. So, as I said, reach out, escapepodcomics@gmail.com. If you want to send stuff for these boxes, things you saw and therefore X, Y, and Z, fine. But if you just send me a gigantic list of, could you look if you have this, and this, I probably will not be able to do it. I love this current run on Fantastic Four. I cannot recommend enough buying an issue of it for $1. Tons of number ones. Sometimes the company sent us tons of the number ones. Sometimes it's just something I thought was going to do better than it did. But yeah, like I said, all of these, $1. All right, that's everything. This sale so far has been operating at about 20% the capacity of the previous sales. By the way, let me just point out that these like Marvel Voices, these are all like $8 books, and they're $1. So I would really love to get above that 20%. I would appreciate people coming out, but I also realize that single issues are not the easiest to shop for online. So no worries if you really want to support the store and you really want to help them buy stuff, but this is just not work for you. Next Monday, Next Monday, we will be showing off all our manga on sale and all our used books on sale. It will be a lot easier to look at. It will probably take about as long, 20 minutes, but we'll see everything. So if you don't have an interest in single issues, please send this video to a friend who does. Send this video to people who collect, who buy new books, because these are great bargains that you really can't pass up. Email us at escapepodcomics@gmail.com to get them. And tomorrow we will look at the about 15 or 16 new books that come out on the 12th. Until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.